With no way to contact Kwame, Adama returned to her father's house to await the birth of her child. Of course, you can't hide pregnancy for so long. Few months later, her mother discovered her condition and was so disappointed in her. Her father felt he had failed in raising her. Her 3 brothers were so annoyed with her because she got entangled with a total stranger, so her child will be called a bastard by the villagers because he won't know who his biological father is. Her entire world crumbled. While her parents, though initially shocked, welcomed her with open arms and supported her through the pregnancy because she was their only daughter. Ada gave birth to a healthy baby boy whom she named after her first love, Kwame. At least every scream of that name will remind her about that fateful night, a memory that is hard to forget. She poured all her love and care into raising the child, because she still loved the child's father, not minding everything that had happened. She believed that fate will bring their paths together someday. Little Kwame grew up surrounded by the love of his maternal grandparents, who doted on him and never let him feel the absence of his father. Being their first grandchild, they taught him the ways of their village, instilling in him a strong sense of identity and belonging. However, tragedy struck when little Kwame's grandparents passed away, leaving him with only his mother for family. The grandfather first died after a protracted illness. When his wife, little Kwame's grandmother, received the news of her husband's passing, she couldn't withstand the shock. She slummed and died also. This tragedy was too much for Adama, as the financial and emotional support she usually get from her parents in raising the child was no more, and her brothers were not helping either. 6 years after the demise of her parents, Ada died of stress, leaving Kwame Jr., who was now 13 years old, with his mother's brothers as family. Despite their close bond, Adama's brothers and other relatives began to treat Kwame Jr. differently after her death. They resented and always reminded him of his unknown father and saw him as an outsider in their family. Their ill treatment worsened during a period of drought that gripped the village, even the neighboring communities, thereby bringing severe hardship and scarcity to the villagers and their animals. Almost all the plants in the farm had died off because there was no rainfall for a long time. Indeed, there was great famine in the land. Feeling unloved and unwanted, at age 15, Kwame Jr. decided to leave his maternal home and seek a better life elsewhere. He set out on a journey, and as he traversed through the dense forest on the outskirts of the village, praying to his God for guidance as his mother and grandparents had taught him, he stumbled upon a hidden ancient well. The water in the well was clear and sweet, a precious resource in the drought-stricken land. He was overjoyed. Immediately, an idea sparked in his mind. He began to collect water from the well and sell it to neighboring villagers, who were desperate for clean water, as a lot of people with their flocks were already dying as a result of the drought. His new business thrived, and his wealth grew exponentially. He became known as the water merchant, a title that earned him respect and admiration. With his new wealth, he married a young, beautiful woman named Eve. Their marriage was blessed with 2 handsome sons. Years passed, and his success attracted the attention of his maternal family, who had distanced themselves from him in the past. They saw an opportunity for reconciliation and approached him, seeking to mend the rift that had separated them for so long. Kwame's heart softened. He welcomed them with open arms, grateful for the chance to reconnect with his maternal family, as these was his only roots. Also considering the heritage of his children and the importance of family unity. With his uncles back in his life, Kwame Jr. shared his wealth generously with them, hoping to mend the broken bonds of the past. However, little did he know that the heart of his maternal relative was filled with envy and malice.